Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one. And it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Willis to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Panthers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Christian Watson, 55 yards. And the Panthers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right?
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A huge play there for Washington. 69 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes, just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Again, McCaffrey. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being full.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Christian McCaffrey A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Take it in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And, CD, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, now you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just save those calls for this possession instead.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll set up to throw.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. Giving the gain of 5 on the completion. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and 1 here.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. They run again on first down. Cook. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here's Cook again.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Up the middle, it's Cook.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so that 3rd down coming up. Back to throw here. This is caught inside the 15. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left.
Again, it's Cook.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
James Cook. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, it's Willis.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready?
Willis on 3rd and 1.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted.
And the Panthers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Ready? Back and 60.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's got a man, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 36 yards on the play.
Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10.
Cook up the gut. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Looking to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to...
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Christian McCaffrey
with his 2nd touchdown here this first half.
And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run it again with Cook. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Make us proud. Here we go. Here we go.
In motion right is Watkins. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the side. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
A gain of 68 yards. 1st down, Panthers.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
To go on 2nd down from the 7.
Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Andrews. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up 35 now. Back to throw. Mark Andrews as the first half is winding down.
And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The York on now for the extra point.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Okay, ready?
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Mustang 19.
Last play of the half. Here's Willis.
He's going to go up top again. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. These two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
Taken in at the 3.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's second down.
Hey, take it.
They'll try the middle with Cook. They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
69 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 4 and 3 now.
They'll run with Gibson.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They'll go. It's Gibson.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. There he goes, right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Willis now off play action.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Commanders have cut it back within a score.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And got his man complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
It's another 1st down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
Now that's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet, but you can still use pictures. They've got to send his picture down to their defense and say, you see him? Cover him.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on.
14-yard line, 2nd and 11. Give to Cook out of the gun. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11.
19 right. Grab 50.
They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
He'll get this to about the 38. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yards, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And give him a gain of 37.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 9 yards on the 1st down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football, get it out. We got to create a turnover because one more score, this game's over. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On third down, here's an option play left. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard in the last timeout on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise,
and this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Important extra point up and through, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
90 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. A give. This is Cook. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as a stop with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Third down. Here's a run by Cook. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Here we go on 4th down. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they